welcome back to another episode of Matchday Minds. And before we get into today's episode, please can you make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on today's episode. Click the notification bell so you do not miss on any future uploads. We are back once again, Kieran and Connor and Kieran. Another weekend of football up and coming. But first, let's check in. How are you though?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Miserable. Do you know why? Have to wait a week to watch United draw again. 4-4. Do you see that Bournemouth game?
Yeah, brutal.
Minging.
I mean, annoyingly, I missed it. I had to work, but watching the extended highlights when I got home, it would have been an incredible watch for a neutral.
Yeah, that's why I said on TikTok.
100%. Incredible watch for neutrals. Shame if you're a Man United fan. Great if you're a Bournemouth fan, but
yeah, Bournemouth have been United's bogey team for the last couple seasons, shall I say?
Who isn't your bogey team at this point?
Chelsea. I feel like I feel like Chelsea are the only team that don't dominate us. Maybe Wolves. We always seem to do over Wolves.
Yeah.
Speaking of Wolves, though.
Oh God, here we go.
Arsenal just about getting 3 points.
Yeah,
worrying times.
I think it's worrying. I think it's more, we've had a big run of injuries. We've had a few players out, and a lot of players who have just been playing a lot of minutes. There's a lot of fatigue going around the squad, and you can feel it. I think, not playing in the week this week has been a blessing in disguise. It really has. So yeah, I think the players just need a bit of a rest. We've got players coming back. Scraping a win against Wolves, not scoring a goal. I mean, if you can win like that, when you're at your worst, then yeah, I'm confident. I'm not worried at all about the league.
Do you remember when you said Arsenal has the best squad depth in the league?
Mm-hmm.
And now you're like complaining about fatigue.
Yeah, it's because we've got, I think it's something like 8 to 10 injuries at the moment. 8 to 10 players out injured.
It was like United last season.
Yeah, and what happened to United last season?
Got to the Europa League final.
And where did Manchester finish?
Don't know.
Yeah. And the fact that we're still top of the table, I mean, it goes to show our squad depth.
It was very luckily though.
Yeah, but like,
if you would have lost that, City would have taken top.
100%. Yeah. But the thing is, the fact that we're still top, and we've got players coming back. We needed a little bit of rest. We've had that rest now. I think there's no excuses going forward. Obviously, Hill Dickinson this weekend.
Yeah. No Ndai or Sagana.
No.
Or Sagana game.
But it is always a tough atmosphere. It's always a tough game when we play Everton. So
I feel like you'll probably thrive over AFCON with the lack of Africa. Do you think Arteta has done that on purpose, or really thought about his recruitment, just trying to avoid?
I think it's more he's trying to build like a Spanish backline, like a backbone with the Spaniards in his team. Plus just luck of who he signed. I don't think it's anything to do with we're not going to sign this player because of AFCON. I think it's just a case of the availability of this player is good. The profile fits our team. He wants to come. We'll sign him in. I don't think we would ever turn around and be like, we're not going to sign someone because they're African. Like, it's a bit.
You never know. Arteta is a sly, sneaky guy. He could have that agenda against the African players.
I mean, I'm not saying he couldn't, but I don't think it's a case of that. I think it's just luck of the draw, I suppose.
Conspiracy theory. Arteta.
Conspiracy theory.
Arteta dislikes African players. Headlines, I can see it tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of transfers, actually, we've got another window coming up soon, haven't we?
Allegedly.
Less than 2 weeks until
Allegedly.
January transfer window opens up. And honestly, there's not been much hype. There has not been
No.
much. I mean, usually in the build up to a window, you see seeds being planted here and there, and things started to happen. But there's just not a lot so far. I definitely would have expected a lot more.
I think a lot of people did their business in the summer.
Mm,
But I mean, like,
was,
completed their business, so
yeah.
that's probably why they're not desperate. Only real teams, like big teams who have had like injuries, would really be looking in the winter window. But
Mm,
I just don't think a lot of people will be doing too much business.
mm,
Maybe more outgoings than incomings.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, one of the big questions will be down to Liverpool and their legend Mohamed Salah. Like,
Mm,
is he staying? Is he going?
I think
Would
he'll stay. I think he'll stay. He had a spat with
slot
Arne
in the
Slot.
hierarchy?
Uh,
Yeah.
I don't think it's enough for him to move on. I think he stays here.
If theoretically Saudi come in with a bid, 40 million, and you're Liverpool manager or Liverpool owners, what would you do in that situation? Are you accepting or rejecting that?
It's tough, isn't it?
No,
It is tough.
because you can reinvest that money in the January transfer window.
Yeah, but it's Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
I know. Obviously, no player is bigger than any club, but it is Mohamed Salah, and it is a question. It is not a simple. Yeah, we take the money straight out. I think it's a lot harder than that. Um, you think Salah's arguably one of Liverpool's best ever players
Mhm.
in their history, at least attacking wise. I mean, he's was top goal scorer, so
Yeah. Where does Salah rank as being African Premier League player? Like, is he the best?
yeah, I think so. I don't think you can really. There's been a lot of good African like Premier League players, but I yeah. I mean, the only other one that comes to mind that sort of comes close is Didier Drogba.
Rank these African football players.
Oh God, here we go.
Riyad Mahrez.
Oof. Ooh. I'm gonna say 3. Solid middle. He's quality, but
Kolo Toure.
Kolo was good, but Yaya was better. So I think 4th.
Wilfred Zaha.
Ooh. Now Zaha was good, but he could never make it a big club, or at least he never made that big move. So for that, I'm putting him 5th.
Alex Song.
You had to stitch me up. You're gonna put me. You're gonna give me someone really, really bad to put up on, aren't you? I'm gonna put him in 2nd.
Amad Diallo. Oh, there we
Oh,
go. There we go. Amad
this is
Diallo is the best African.
stinky,
No.
stinky.
Would you change any
Scrap,
of that?
scrap the list. Scrap the list.
No. But yeah, Salah. Yeah, it's hard to say really. Like, if he's gonna stay or go. I mean, he's away for AFCON until Egypt get kicked out or eventually win it. So
Mm,
Liverpool kind of performed good without him. So I think it was like genius on Slot's hand to drop him just to see how well Liverpool would perform without,
mm,
because he was going to go anyway. But
yeah.
they're switching up a little bit and picked up some points. Yeah, but it is
first couple of games of AFCON this weekend, didn't we? God.
Who kicks off?
Morocco versus Comoros. Comoros.
Yes. I might try delve into some African Cup of Nations.
I don't know if it's going to be streamed anywhere, is it?
Channel 4 or ITV. I think they made the announcement.
Channel 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
exclusively on Channel 4, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing it on Twitter and thinking, like, fair play, because I mean, I don't think AFCON's really had too much exposure. I mean,
No.
we have done an episode on AFCON back in September, wasn't it?
Yeah, it would have been September time, yeah. When the
Link.
draw was.
Check the top right here, and I'll give you a link if you wanted to watch that one. We did that with Prince and Gabe. We did a draft, African draft.
Yeah, that was a good episode, actually.
Shout out Brandon Wilson. Once.
Oh, love that.
When
But
did
yeah,
Egypt
no,
play? 22nd, Egypt plays Zimbabwe, which is Prince's team. I'd like to get his thoughts on that one. It's just 3 days away as the time of recording. That'd be good. But that the only real rumor, could you say, has been circling around, and it is with an African player, Ghanaian, who did not actually qualify for AFCON, so he will be around. It's Antoine Semenyo. Started his season just like he did last season as well, banging. And again, he's been linked with a move away from Bournemouth. I mean, there's a couple big teams who are going to be in for him. I mean, United to play him at left wing back, and Liverpool to potentially replace Salah.
Yeah, I mean, you've also got the likes of Tottenham. Man City have also registered interest. Arsenal, we've been snooping around for a little while with him. It's just one of those. I don't know if he's going to move in January.
He's got a release clause which ends in January. So people will either be wanting to trigger this or pay double in the summer.
Yeah.
So, as if people are going to bite the bullet and pay the 65 mil. It's kind of like a now or never, really. So I feel like United would be looking to do that, because I think I've seen online they're probably looking to offload Joshua Zirkzee, just because we have a couple players that can play in that formation, that position, like Cunha and Mount can play. Zirkzee's just not getting minutes, so Roma's been sniffing around for him, loan obligation to buy, so then they can use that money there. But Liverpool, as I said, replacement of Salah. I don't see where he goes in Arsenal.
If you came to us, he'd play out on the left wing. It's the obvious choice. If he did come to us, of course, but yeah, we've got quite a few players who can play that position very differently. No. I mean, come on. Put it this way: Martinelli's got a better Champions League record this season than Eden Hazard ever did. I don't know why that came up as a statistic, but I remember seeing that a couple of weeks ago when he scored in his 5th consecutive Champions League game. It was really strange, but yeah.
Imagine bragging about that stat.
Imagine, right?
When you don't even have the trophy to put towards it.
It's all about fucking trophies.
Of course it is. That's why you play football, isn't it? It's not about stats. It's all about whatever goes in that cabinet.
Yep. But Arteta's built this team. It's solid. It's good. It'll win something this season.
Yeah, the only thing it's gonna win. No.
Carabao Cup, right?
Well,
which, by the way, I will be going to the next round of Carabao Cup on Tuesday, upcoming on the 23rd of December. So, looking forward to that. And then if we get through on that, we'll be playing Chelsea in the semi-finals.
Oh, okay, nice.
So
I missed that draw. I did see the Cardiff Chelsea game, but I didn't watch the draw.
yeah, I think it's Man City, Newcastle.
Yes.
Pretty sure it's at the Etihad, and then it's Chelsea, Arsenal, or Chelsea Palace at
So it'll be
Stamford
Chelsea
Bridge.
Palace then.
No, because we'll win on Tuesday. So
I doubt it. Score prediction?
I don't know if we'll go full strength. So say maybe like a 1-0 to the Arsenal. Good old classic.
It's not gonna be 1-0. Palace don't do nil. They score. I'm saying 2-1 Palace.
You say that, however, I just want to fact check myself.
Cup
I'm pretty
games.
sure. Last game we had 1-0 to the Arsenal.
In a Carabao Cup.
No, in the Premier League.
Don't matter, mate. There's no trophy at the end of that.
Eze with the only goal.
Was that when Palace had a goal disallowed?
Didn't have a goal disallowed.
You're right. I lied. I made up.
Yeah.
But
1-0.
what other players I'm seeing sticking on like the United form? Kobe Mainu. He is looking for some minutes.
Be
And
interesting to see
unfortunately,
what happens with his future. I think isn't it Chelsea? Chelsea
no,
are for him.
eyeing him, but Napoli seem to be the front runners, linking up with his exes of Rasmus Højlund and Scott McTominay.
The other Man United rejects.
I'd say they're rejects. They just did their time. They did their sentence.
I did that sentence.
Yeah.
God,
Højlund has 12 goals.
no, he's been on fire in the Serie A.
Wouldn't say so. I think he got double digits in his first United season as well.
He's also, he also looks very different. Like he's had a massive glow up. You look at him when he was at Man United, he was very, very spotty, very like, whatever. Since he's gone to Napoli, he just looks completely different.
I just think Serie A is like his level.
Mm.
Maybe when he's like mid-20s, he could make a move back to the Premier League, but United was just not a team. I remember seeing him on Football Manager. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but he was just so good on Football Manager. But United was just not the team to go to. But what are your thoughts on Kobe Mainoo's situation then? Have you been seeing the free Mainoo t-shirt with his brother?
The free menu. I haven't. But again, I think he needs game time. From this is just coming from an England perspective. I can see him being in the England squad in the future. But if he stays at United, just sitting on the bench, he's just not going to get anywhere.
Well,
He needs
I
game
listen.
time, he needs exposure. So
What I have like two views on this because yes, I agree. Bobby needs minutes, and he's not getting them at United. So I agree to that point of he just needs to go play. Napoli is probably a good environment for him to play in because it's a slower league. He's got players there he knows. But I listened to was it Stick to Football that Roy Keane and Gary Neville etc. do, and Roy has a good view of like challenge yourself and stay at United because either Bruno will be gone in 6 months, the manager will be gone in 3 to 6 months, and then you have a fresh plate. But if you go too early, then you lost that chance. So there's just two views there, and I think Roy Keane was kind of spot on with that analysis. Like, yeah, this is you want to challenge yourself to be a good player. So stay United, fight for the place because surely he's not doing terrible in training.
no,
Like
he's not.
surely. But what Amorim said in conferences was so United play 6 on the left and the 8 on the right. So Casemiro and Bruno. And then to replace Casemiro, it'll be Ugarte, and to replace Bruno, it'll be Kobbie Mainoo. But Bruno doesn't get replaced because he plays every minute of every game. So I see why Kobbie would be stuck for minutes. So it's kind of like impossible for him to get on the pitch. Sorry, I went on a rant then.
No, go for it. Go for it, definitely.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he should stay in my opinion. But I see why it would be beneficial for him to go on loan.
Yeah. I think it's. I don't think a permanent transfer away makes sense.
It would be
But
silly
as I
too.
said, like, I think the loan makes 100% sense.
I think if the club sell Mainoo and then they sack Amorim, there will be riots. Because while the club's selling probably one of the best academy prospects we've produced in years gets sold, and then the manager goes, yeah, that would just be like contradiction heaven. To be minging. But I've been having this conversation with a friend of mine. Like he's like adamant that Kobbie's kind of like not at the level right now and needs to go. I'm just like, he's losing development by not playing.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? It's like Nwaneri as well. Talent, but when you're not getting minutes, you're not developing as a player. It's either you play me or I go.
Yeah, and I think I'm starting to think the same thing about. Obviously, we'll see when the cups and everything really start kicking in.
Yeah.
But I think if Nwaneri or if we get knocked out of the FA Cup quite early on, Nwaneri needs to move on, at least on loan. Get a little bit of exposure, get a couple of minutes, just because he's one of those players who, I think this season alone, he's only had like 118 minutes of game time.
Wow.
Which is nothing. Literally, he's had one in a big game. That's it.
It's not enough. I mean, yeah, he's young,
No.
but considering how many competitions you're in and you want to remain in, not getting minutes, like you've qualified for Champions League quite early. Just give him a couple of runs, either in the Premier League against Wolves, for example.
Well, I think the last game of the Champions League, he will appear in, which
He's got to play 90 minutes there. There's no need for any first team players really, unless they're either coming back from fitness or need a game time. Like you shouldn't have Saliba and Gabriel playing
he
that
will
game.
definitely play against Carrier, 100%.
He has to, and if he doesn't, Arteta is just stupid, bonkers.
Yeah, and I think he also plays against Portsmouth. He definitely plays against Portsmouth, and I also think he starts against Crystal Palace on Tuesday.
He's got to. Like this is the perfect platform for him to like display his talents. It's the same with Kobbie as well. Unfortunately, we're not in many cup games, but if we were in Europe, I can probably see Kobbie getting more minutes. But the fact that we're playing once a week, or United are playing once a week, it is hard. But it does make it harder to rotate. So I can't make my decision. Like, am I trusting Amorim with not playing, and am I not trusting him? It's like, how do you rotate when you play once a week? You don't really, because everyone's fresh. But sticking with United, there are players that I feel like the club or avenues could go into, i.e. midfielders is a big topic. Conor Gallagher's been linked with United in the summer, and he's back again in January, albeit potentially alone. Elliot Anderson and Wharton are the bigger targets, and I don't know if any of those two even make it to United. I.e., like, they'll be either outpriced or the players won't want to go. But Conor Gallagher could be a decent option. Fits the Ruben Amorim way. He's similar to like Mount in a way of being an absolute dog, but his technical ability could be questioned.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those players who just gives it all on the pitch, runs
Yeah,
and runs and runs. As you say, he's like a dog. But
he's got 2 lungs, ain't he? Everyone's got two
got that
lungs.
second win trait on
FIFA.
FIFA. Yeah,
Yeah. What do you make of it? Because I mean, his Crystal Palace like season was class. He was
yeah, he
like
had a
top dog.
yeah. I think he kind of suits that team just out of the limelight.
Yeah,
I
but
think
he's
he
not the big dog.
suits. Yeah,
He needs to be similar-minded, like players, like level. Like he can't be the limelight because when all the
no,
pressure's on him, it's a bit harder.
yeah, definitely.
But
And also, I think in like a bigger team, he definitely struggles to sort of make himself known and sort of seen and what he does.
right.
Whereas I feel like if he's playing in a team where everyone's giving their all, he will sort of shine through.
Because I thought this Atletico Madrid like move would have suited him to a T because he is like again that sort of player that Simeone wants, but it just doesn't
Mm.
seem to be like it's done. I mean, you don't really hear of him much. I mean, how many games has he played this season?
I know he played against us, but he came off the bench.
He's played 17 games this season, but only so he's played every single game for Madrid, but only scoring 1 goal. I mean, I know goals aren't everything, but um are these all starts or are they off the bench? That's why I need to double check. Um yeah, I mean like he's only playing like half. Yeah, so these seem like they're coming off the bench.
Appearances, yeah.
So yeah, coming off the bench, coming off the bench. He hasn't really played a 90 against anyone other than Oviedo. So yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, he's been dwindled down to a squad player in Madrid, which is quite sad because you think again that would be him. But yeah, I don't know. Would United be a good move for him just on loan? I don't think they should really buy him when they've got food at home. I mean, Agate
Mm.
needs to go. He is terrible. So if we get him, if United get him out the window, then yeah. But staying with Crystal Palace, Margay is another one linked
Mm.
away. I mean, he was allegedly supposed to go in the summer to Liverpool, but that fell through.
Liverpool.
Now he's been
Question
linked
is,
to everyone.
yeah. The question is,
Bayern.
still Real Madrid.
It's it's hard because Rudiger and Huijsen are like the starters. Militao are as well. Margay, he needs to go somewhere where he's going to start. Bayern is a good shout for him
100%.
because he
Mm.
can overtake either Sula or Tar because they've both not been that good. I don't know. I think Liverpool would have been the more suitable one because, as I said in the previous pod or one of the previous ones, where I thought they were going to go to a back three if they had the personnel.
Yeah.
So it's either he goes to a team that has a back three, or he takes over someone's
It'll be
position.
interesting to see it at Liverpool as well, because the whole thing with Canate and will he sign a new deal? So seen in the media recently about him potentially signing a new deal. And again, that'd be interesting to see what happens there. Obviously, Liverpool fans watching or listening can let us know a little bit more, obviously. But yeah, I don't know if it'll be a good thing for him to stay. But yeah, if they do let him go, then they desperately need to get someone in.
Does he go for free
And Marquee
in this summer?
in the summer.
This summer
Yeah.
coming, yeah. So he goes for free. It's either try cash in on January or accept a bid. I don't think anyone will come in for him in January, so it's either try get him to sign or he goes really. Another one on the rumour mill. We got Nicholas Fulkrug for West Ham. He said in the summer that he was going to leave anyway. So West Ham's number 9 curse just keeps on going. They need
Something.
someone. Yeah, they need something. Either they try to look in the league, but because they're so low down, who do they go for? Can you think of anyone that would suit West Ham? Who's not getting any minutes? Who's not getting any minutes? Who should be in the league? Isaac. He could go to West Ham.
Jesus, could you imagine? Could you imagine?
No.
What world would we be on?
Can imagine it. But yeah, West Ham, number 9 curse. They just need someone in. I think they just need to go back to roots and just get Callum Wilson, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what West Ham should do. It's a tough one at the moment for them. They've not really had a great season, have they?
No.
What are they?
No,
Still
they have not.
in
Where are they as of recording?
18th
Are they?
for relegation, yeah.
Wow. I didn't realise they were still low down.
Yeah, they've not been
18th.
great.
I mean, they've been picking points up these last couple of games. They've had a couple of draws. They were unfortunate against West Ham, against Villa, sorry. The 3-2, but they drew against United, drew against Brighton, and drew against Bournemouth, and obviously beat Burnley as well. So they've not been as bad. Only two losses in the last 5. So Santos has got them. Nuno has got them kicking a little bit. But yeah, it's
one of those.
It's just
It's
goals.
a weird. I can't lie. It's a really weird season.
It is really been weird.
Because like, even we're almost halfway through it, and there's so many teams that are on like 20 points or over, which is something we haven't seen for quite a while. Like teams getting like over 40 points in a season.
It is a low point tally at this time of year.
For the top end teams, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's between 15th and 6th, there's only 6 points. So 5th and 15th, there's 6 points. That is so open. Everyone is on the same games played as well, so it's not like games in hand or anything. That's crazy. You could either be in the relegation zone or Europe.
I mean, we saw it, like both Man United and Liverpool, they dropped a couple of points a few weeks back. They dropped down to like bottom half the table.
Yeah.
Now they're back up 6th, 7th. Oh God, here we go.
Sometimes they just write themselves, Kieran.
Sometimes they do. I say it too often. And the thing is, I don't realise I'm saying it. And then people pick me up on it and I'm like...
Absolute cinema.
Absolute more.
Yeah. But yeah, this is probably the first time that United have actually had plus positive goal difference at this time of year. Normally they're sitting at -5, but +4, we take it. So they take it. Yeah. Post January is going to be nitty gritty, I think. I think Arsenal have got a relatively favourable run.
Yeah. We had a really tough start to this season. We've ridden it really, really well. And yeah, we're coming into the last parts of the season.
I mean, Everton during AFCON be questionable.
Easier.
Brighton, who've just been very hit and miss, so it should be 3 points. And then you play Villa,
which Villa's away record not been that great this season.
Not been that great.
No.
And then you got a poor performing Bournemouth, and then a poor performing Liverpool.
Yeah.
And that's kind of tough January. And then you got United at the end of it. Oh, Big game that
3 points there, yeah.
for United. Yeah, it's a
I
Sunday.
mean, I'm not being funny, right? United haven't beaten us for, what is it, almost 1,000 days?
Brilliant, mate.
So, good luck with that.
Actually, yeah, they have because do you not remember the FA Cup?
All right, in the Premier League,
All right, there you go. Specify.
a real match.
There's a real match in the Premier League. It was 4th of September 2022.
Jesus Christ.
That was the last time United won in the league. But then
What,
again,
period?
hmm?
Jesus.
That's the last
Period.
time. Yeah, in the league,
Wow.
2022 was the last win. Yeah, because then beat you in the FA Cup and then drew in the league.
Hmm.
That's it. And then you got the 1-0 win at the start of the season, the fluky one.
Deserved.
Hmm, questionable.
But yeah, I think we've taken out the majority of our like really really tough games. Obviously, there's still some tough ones to come in like Tottenham away, Man City away. But we've already been to Anfield. We've been to Old Trafford. We've been to Villa Park. You know, those are our like, and we've been to St James's Park as well, which is also a really tough stadium to go to. So yeah,
But questions need to be asked. Failing to beat Liverpool, failing to beat City, failing to beat Chelsea. Those are the games that you also need to win just to make the difference. Because I mean, what you
yeah,
were Arsenal were 10 points ahead at one point, no?
yeah. 9 points, 9 points
And
ahead. Yeah,
and now it's back to 2.
it's two.
So as like I said, Arteta is looking behind him while he's sprinting forward.
Yeah,
I said that last
and
season.
the the players are coming back. Players are returning. Gotten a bit of rest. We'll be fine. Not worried.
That's what someone who's worried would say.
Not at all.
Yeah, I can see your legs are shaking. You're nervous. But big weekend, and then it's Christmas.
mm, big Christmas. Oh, I
Only one,
can't
only one
wait.
game Boxing Day. One
I
game on
know
Boxing
that is such a shame. Normally, there's loads. I
Day.
mean, you
Yeah,
go back to the last few seasons.
that's
Doesn't
that's
feel
what
like
Boxing Day is all about. You do Christmas Day shenanigans. Boxing Day is either being hungover or still drunk, and then you carry on drinking, and then
yeah.
you just watch sports all day. But
Or
there's only
movies, sports and movies
you watch Wallace and Gromit in the morning, and then you wait for the lunchtime kickoff.
in the morning. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jesus.
but yeah, it's just there are a few championship games. I mean, Southampton will be playing, I think, on Boxing Day. I don't know who they play. Um, Oxford. Just checked.
Mm.
And then what other games are on Christmas? Boxing Day. Sorry. Yeah, just loads of champions. Yep, and lower leagues in England, and that is about it. And some AFCON games. I guess you can probably get away with watching some football, but you wanted all those Premier League fixtures really, but they're all being pushed to the weekend, which is frustrating. It's funny though because we moan about having too many games, like too many games for players and stuff, and then when they finally do something about it, i.e., pushing the games backwards, we're moaning about it.
But
Football
it's not
fans are
even
way
like
too intellectual.
you could easily move these weekend fixtures a day forward. Like realistically, what does a day make?
Don't complain about Boxing Day games then.
I don't complain about Boxing Day games.
I am.
Like I want games on Boxing Day. Bring them on.
Yeah, but they're just being pushed to the weekend. There's not really been too many lunchtime kickoffs on the weekend on a Saturday. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of miss
Yeah,
it.
I've noticed that. There's a lot. Normally you'd have like the 1 or 2 12 o'clock kickoffs. It's all been 3 o'clock and then a couple of 8 o'clocks. Like pretty sure, yeah. Arsenal versus Everton tomorrow is an 8 o'clock kickoff
I'm sorry, 8 o'clock on a
on a
weekend.
Saturday.
On a
Just doesn't
weekend,
make
just in
sense, does it?
general. Crap. Save the 8 o'clock kickoffs for midweek.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. Finishing football at 10 p.m. Watching it is just not enjoyable.
No.
It's more enjoyable on a Saturday because obviously you go to bed late normally anyway. But yeah, I'm not a fan of it. 5:30, Bosh, done. Save the 8 o'clocks
Half 5
if you want.
kickoffs, amazing.
Yeah.
I always love watching the evening kickoffs.
Because they finish at a good
Sitting
time
down
and
for
then you've
dinner.
got the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
But when you
Sitting
trying
down
to
for
watch.
dinner, having the game on.
But yeah, January transfer window. Are you? Can you make any rogue predictions? Do you reckon? What's your takes on it? We'll finalise with that.
I think it's gonna be quite a quiet window. There might be like 1 or 2 big moves, but ultimately, I think it's gonna be quite quiet. Obviously, the main targets will be Semenyo. For me, he's gonna be the big one.
Can you make a rogue prediction now? Will Semenyo leave Bournemouth this January?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say he decides to stay.
He can't decide. He's got a release clause.
What do you mean by that? Of course, he can decide. If he's got a release clause, it's up to the player whether he wants to move or not.
Manchester United. I'm saying it. Manchester United will trigger the release clause.
He will say no.
Exactly. That's where we're going.
It'll come down to player negotiations, and he'll be like, "No, I don't want to go."
Yeah,
It'll
I'm
be
good.
like Eze 2.0 with Tottenham.
Let it all work out. I'm sorry, but Semenyo playing left wing back for United just screams. No, criminal. But yeah, excited.
He's a
Excited for the weekend.
bring it
Football.
on.
Score prediction quick for the Everton Arsenal.
Everton Arsenal 2-0
Goal scorers.
to the Arsenal. Ooh, Gabby Martinelli and Gabby Jesus. Gabby.
None of those players will be playing.
Yes, they will.
Gabby Jesus is going to tear his ass. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. I'm looking forward to the Gabriel Jesus hat trick against Crystal Palace
Why?
because it's that time of year.
One of those ones.
Yeah, he's called me already.
Mm.
He told me about it.
That's a celebration, isn't it?
Yeah.
But cool.
Yeah.
We'll end it there. We got some football to think about. We'll do some predictions. We'll see if Kieran can win some money over the weekend.
Oh days. Oh dear.
Because you're going to do a bet, aren't you?
Yes. No.
Perfect. So if you did like today's content, please comment down below if you've got any rogue rumours or rogue player transfers you're going to predict, and we will review them in another video. When the January transfer window closes, we can review everything and everywhere. We'll also do our league prediction review in January as well, in the new year, just to see how right I am and how wrong Kieran was. But for now, make sure you follow all of our social media. Again, like, comment, subscribe on this video. 5-star rating if you are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. But for now, we're out. Ciao.
Take care.
Brush your hair. And what else? Arsenal
I'm
stink.
not saying it.
Arsenal stink.
No.
Arsenal stink.